Welcome to another episode of the Global Green Action Project, a place where we get to meet amazing heroes doing great changes in the world to make it a better place through humanitarian, animal, and environmental initiatives. I'm your host, Jennifer, and today we get to meet another amazing guest speaker. And we are going to discuss the importance of building global community and following our passions and dreams to help heal the world. Our special guest today is the amazing Wanda Pearson. Some people know her as the networking queen. She is a previous social worker and she is also a business expert, helping entrepreneurs and youth in the most amazing ways. So, with all that said, let's begin our conversation with Wanda right now. I'm curious about what your thoughts are in terms of service and community. If you could mentor someone
hmm
out there listening to this conversation, what are
hmm
three key points that you would advise them to consider in terms of being of service to others? Because you're very good at that.
Well, thank you. The key points is really realizing your passion. What is your passion? What do you want to do as far as being in the community to service other? Because you get back what you put into it, right? So having that service to be able to help others, even though sometimes, like I said, it could be affordability, right? Oh, I can't afford this. I know I can't do this now, but my make is just helping people to be able to accomplish what they want to accomplish. And that's what my WD Pearson Associates, because I like to consult and ask those questions. What can I do to help? That's my main thing. I mean, I have my clients and some of them say, well, I can't afford to do this now. What is important to you? The community is very important to me. And I'm going to tell you, I really did it more so because I saw what was happening in this world. And I said, I need to really get out there and talk to people about what we can do, what can I do to help in the community. So part of that is actually getting into mentoring. I do mentoring. I was mentoring middle school young ladies. So mentoring them and then giving them my pick because they could not believe I graduated from high school at 16 years old. I started college at 16. So I skipped my senior year. And they was like, how can you skip your senior? Well, I had the credits, thank God. It wasn't that I was a super smart person, but it helped me. But I was mature for my age. So having that maturity helped me to get out there and do more and to be able to help others.
It ties into that whole concept of a growth mindset, number
hmm
one, and
hmm
two, how to be resilient in life so that you can
hmm
bounce back when you have these challenges. So we're all going to face challenges, and it's not a matter of challenges that we face, it's how we actually overcome them, how we, again, that growth mindset helps us overcome.
hmm
So again, your story is a great example of how you bounce back over and
hmm
over again and how you're giving back with the knowledge that you've attained and sharing it with others so that they can live their most resilient and happy life. If there was a youth out there wondering how to achieve these skills, do you have
hmm
any further suggestions or tips on how they can get those skills, those tools for their toolbox?
Yes, yes. Critical thinking, being able to think for yourself, not others. I always told my daughters, be a leader, not a follower. You have to be a leader because you actually have to have that concept of career in a workplace because the workplace is changing, right? But adaptability, how you're adapting to what's going on in the world. One of my biggest things is excellent communication skills. You got to have communication skills. You got to be able to speak because it took me a long time being in corporate. I was quiet. Believe it or not, I was quiet a little bit. So I didn't want to push the wrong buttons. But then I said, okay, but I did it in a professional way where I actually was able to speak. I was a team leader in IBM as well. And I had to stand up to my managers because I wanted to protect my group, my team, and not being taken advantage of. So excellent communication skills is so important. But cultural understanding, right? What's going on in the culture? And the main thing that I really want to talk about is initiative and drive. How much initiative do you have? What, and that's what passion comes back into play. What do you want to be when you grow up? What is your passion? How do you want to do it? But being interpersonal, organization, Jennifer, being organized, right? You got to be organized. You got to be able to problem solve, whatever situation there is out there. And self confidence. And that's why I tell you, I talk about self esteem and confidence. Self confidence, having confidence in yourself to make sure that that confidence is not, people take advantage of good people, right? And I had been taken advantage of, and then I had to become tougher. So you want to make sure you're hanging around with the right people, the right crowd, because sometimes you can get one bad apple and that can actually ruin your whole life. So integrity is another one. Integrity is so important. And work ethic.
What does integrity look like to you as an example?
I'm gonna give you a little story here. So when I first I first got into and after I joined BNI, I got into this networking group, and this guy asked me to do a 10-minute presentation. I said, "What do you want me to do it on?" And so he said, "Whatever you want to do it on." I did it on integrity because I saw what was going on around. People had their own businesses. Integrity is making sure that you are keeping your word of what you say you're going to do. And if you're going to be late for something, call that person and say, "Listen, I'm sorry, I'm going to be late," or you cancel, or you just don't show up. That's not integrity. Integrity is showing up to make sure that you are dependable, okay? That you are your man. Trust is so important. That's integrity. They know next time that they call on you, they know that you got integrity because you are going to keep your word. So that's integrity, keeping your word and making sure.
Thank you for clarifying that because sometimes we hear the words, but we don't actually have context to the words.
Yes,
And we might have a completely different perspective of what one word might mean. Integrity is definitely the cornerstone to trust. And if we don't trust
yes,
someone, that really plays a part in our overall relationships and how we see the world. So powerful.
absolutely.